Must you stink of diarrhea leaking from a yak? Hi everybody! Today we're going to be tackling a little bit more of a serious subject. Our family recently lost a pet. Her name was Coco Loca and she was a beautiful orange tabby cat. She was a 13-year-old rescue that we kind of knew going into it was either going to be a nurse her back to health or a cat hospice situation. And unfortunately, we were a cat hospice for a little while. How do you talk to young kids about losing a pet? Not like this. Enjoy! A Friend for Mixi by Storytime Mommy. Mixi was a guinea pig, beloved for a while. She squealed and she scampered and she made her people smile. Unfortunately, Mixi wasn't long for God's green earth. Her passing was a measly 30 months after her birth. Longevity is not a gift bequeathed to many rodents. So many things can kill them, all the world's their opponents. They're eaten by coyotes, they are hunted down by hawks, while every other woodland creature stands around and gawks. So anyway, poor Mixi's life was shorter than our fridge. She made her way up to that legendary rainbow bridge, that heavenly abode where old arthritic dogs can race and ancient cats are young again. Whatevs, you know the place. So Mixi looked around the large and luscious grassy knoll and realized despondently she didn't know a soul. She peeked down from the clouds, still feeling mildly disturbed, and saw her former owners dump her cage out by the curb. Well, isn't that just great, thought Mixi with an angry huff. She watched the trash compactor do away with all her stuff. So Mixi grumbled to herself, I guess it's only me. This heaven dump was not the place they cracked it up to be. She saw a pair of long-lost buddies frolic joyfully. She noticed separated pups rejoin their family. She gloomily looked on as pets and owners reunited. She watched their happiness and she was wholly unexcited. This bites, she cried out bitterly, a gloomy, glum outsider. Then Mixi jumped up startled, hearing camel sounds behind her. I'm Devin, said the camel. Are you new around these parts? The camel chewed on who knows what and reeked of stale farts. Mixi nodded yes and scrunched her nose up in disgust. Could you at least back up before we talk, please, if we must? The camel smiled wisely. You are here now without end. You'll fare a whole lot better if you try to make a friend. Devin obviously meant this as an invitation, but Mixi was a dense one and now bent on devastation. By golly gosh, you're right, she answered. Devin smiled wide. Her smile disappeared as Mixi took off from her side. Mixi found a spot where she could see the earth below. She locked onto her plan and muttered, okay, here we go. She scanned the earth for animals and stalked them without end. I'll find one, she announced, and I will make it be my friend. Mixi saw a speckled dog and whispered, over there. The doggy noticed chocolate, which was left out on a chair. The doggy ate the goodies and then puked it on the floor. Her owner heard her just in time and rushed in through the door. Rats, snarled Mixi up in heaven, watching from above. I'll have to try again, I guess. I need a friend to love. She found an orange tabby cat, beloved by a child. The cat was fat and lazy, though it once was fun and wild. Aha, she cried triumphantly, I bet that cat is old. It won't be long at all before her eulogies are told. At last the day arrived when Tabby Cat went to the vet. The doctor named a hefty price to save the family pet. Mixi chuckled to herself. It's time now, ha ha ha. But Mixi's mouth dropped open. She could not stand what she saw. The parents of the child said, we'll charge it to the card. The vet fixed up their cat and Mixi glared at them so hard. What the freaking heck, she rampaged, malice in her eyes. What's wrong with all these animals? Why won't they frickin' die? One last try, she muttered, and this time I'll find a friend. She sniffed the air disgustedly. It stunk of foul rear end. Oh, it's you, she stuttered as the camel sauntered back. Must you stink of diarrhea leaking from a yak? Hello, said Devin happily. I'm here to clue you in. You clearly missed the point, dear Mixi, much to my chagrin. You see, your job is easy now because I've done it for you. Long before you got here, I was certain I'd adore you. Remember back to when you found that marble on the ground and choked on it with both your owners nowhere to be found. Devin heaved a dreamy sigh and started up again. I also have no buddy, so I picked you as my friend. I worried what you'd think of me for that, but now I see that you're the type to do it too. Our friendship's meant to be. The end. There are plenty of great resources out there on how to handle pet loss with children. This is not one of them, but I hope it made you smile, and stay tuned for some very exciting Storytime Mommy updates. See you next time!